everyone, welcome back. I'm so glad to chat with you all. How are you guys doing? Everything good? Some of you are probably in a tough place right now with floods and tornado stuff. I don't know. Are anybody in my group, in my community, affected by any of that? Leave a comment below. Let us know if you need some prayer for that. Let me start by saying first, some of you have reached out to me because now this is a few days after the fact that I'm finally getting back onto YouTube, but many of you have reached out to me and how are you guys doing in New Jersey? I heard there were some tornadoes. Yes, there were tornadoes. You heard flooding. Yes, there was flooding. The hurricane did come through here. So the way New Jersey is kind of, this way. It came from the south and then it kind of went around to the west of New Jersey and then up through New York. I'm more on the coast side of New Jersey. So the tornadoes hit Mullica Hill area of New Jersey. And I know 6 houses were destroyed. I said about it, but in my particular area, we got rain and my basement's flooded. I got a couple inches of rain down there. We got to get the sub pump going and I put laundry on the floor. I sorted it and didn't do it and it's all wet. So I got to make sure I get that wash done this weekend. But we're okay. We're good. Thanks for asking. Thank you so much for even caring enough for me to ask if I'm okay. So, so you got to see in the beginning of the video a scan around of all the groceries I got. This and that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that kind of grocery shopping. I will be doing an Instacart delivery maybe Monday, Tuesday. I'm not really sure. Sometime this week. I've been working on some menu planning that I want to do. And then you got to see me throwing together a dinner. So what happened? Why am I throwing together a hamburger helper dinner? Well, first of all, it is what it is. Some days you're just busy and you need a quick and easy. So we've been living on powdered creamer for our coffee. Now that we like it, it's not bad, but once you want your good stuff. And we didn't have anything. I had no bread. I had no creamer. I had stuff that I was missing, bits and pieces. But they're oddball things. And depending on what you get from Instacart, you can't always get this stuff. And I figured my mom went to the Dollar Tree and she went to Dollar General. So I jumped in and I got some stuff at Dollar General. And then they didn't have a really good half and half, which you'll see in a moment. So then on the way home, we kind of took a quick detour and went to Lidl. And I picked up a few things at Lidl and then found it was pumpkin season. Ooh, yeah, baby. So we had to get some stuff there. So let me take you through what we got. But what I was starting to say with the hamburger helper, I'm like, what am I going to do for dinner? I got to do dinner. I got to do dinner. There's stuff in the freezer. I didn't take anything out. You know what? I got a box of hamburger helper when I was at Dollar General. So when we swung over to Lidl's, I got 1 pound of organic ground beef and I got some frozen vegetables. I got the mixed vegetables, which you saw me do. I used half the bag. This is what I do. We don't really like the mixed vegetables, even though they're good for you. So just make it simple. Cooked the ground beef up. I didn't want to use my organic milk. We're getting low on milk until I order it, so I use powdered milk and the water and the cheese mix they give you with the noodles. I threw half a bag of mixed vegetables in, stirred it up until it thickened, and just to give it a little bit more oomph, I added some cheddar cheese on top, stirred that up. We got a really nice loaf of olive oil, rosemary bread right out of the bakery from Lidl. Slice that up with some butter. Simple, comfort dinner. It was great. And this is the kind of stuff that my husband and my son absolutely love. We don't do this on the regular, but you know what? It was better than going to McDonald's. So here we go. Let's see what kind of things that we got. So let's start with Lidl first. I picked this up. Coffee flavors for the season. We have cinnamon bun, pumpkin spice, pecan pie, and apple crumb donut. Last year I got a box like this, a bigger one from Amazon, and it had apple crumb and wasn't a favorite. It was one of those ones like, of the summer you still had it, but it was $9.99 for the box and there's 36 cups. So we're gonna give that a shot, try that out. And of course, I had to get some pumpkin pie spice by International Delight coffee creamer, because like I said, we've been living on powdered creamer. And if you know us, we drink coffee on the regular. We love flavored creamers. We love all kinds of coffee. And for us to only have powdered creamer, that was pretty sad. So then I picked up our faithful Dunkin'. Hey, that's a new name for it. Extra Extra by Dunkin'. Picked that up. Then I also picked up a large heavy cream. I'm going to be making my 2 ingredient biscuits this week with the self-rising flour and the heavy cream. You can always catch my video and look back for that. But I'm going to be doing that with a recipe. I've got some recipes this week. I'm making a ham, potato, cheese kind of thing, casserole in the crock pot. I'll be doing a video on that. Kind of craving for it. I had it years ago by a friend who made it, so I want to try that out. I also have a bean soup that I'm making with carrots and celery and an interesting ingredient that I have never used before. So that's coming up, and you want biscuits to go with this stuff. I'm going to give my myself some grace, and I'm going to try a new recipe. I don't know how it's going to come out, but I'm going to try the Cracker Barrel chicken pot pie recipe. I'm going to try that this week. My husband's been craving meatloaf. I'm going to do meatloaf. I also got a new recipe for a beef stroganoff casserole. We're going to be trying that. And I can't remember what else. I don't know. We got ideas this week. We got ideas. So I also picked up some orange juice. I don't like the pulp, so I got the no pulp. I did pick up a new iced tea maker for $20 at Walmart. And I saw somebody else who purchased it, and she said, you know, people are going to say, what are you doing spending $20 on an iced tea maker when you can boil it in a pot of water and tea bags? And her answer was my answer. We won't do it. We just won't do it. Yes, you can boil a pot of water and do the ratios of water later, cool with ice, and we won't do it. We just won't do it. And I think with me working full time, there are certain things that I need to just say, you know what, I'm not going to do it. But if I bought this for $20, by the time I, you know, buy soda or other kind of beverages and things, it's nice to have something other than just water, especially at dinner. So we're going to try it. I thought $20, that was a good price. Okay, then I picked up pumpkin spice grands. We're going to try that maybe in the morning. That might be a nice Sunday morning thing. And then I picked up English cucumber, my favorite. I love the English cucumbers. I know they're a little bit more expensive, but I eat them. I love them. It's healthy. My favorite salad is the chopped Caesar salad. We get this. We probably get 2 dinners out of this, or a dinner and a lunch. This we eat. I know the bag salad is a little bit more money, and people say, don't do it. Listen, it's just me and my husband that are eating it, and sometimes it's just me. So the bag salad is actually cheaper than me buying all the stuff, throwing it together, and I end up wasting a lot of it. So I make this up. We eat it down in 1 or 2 meals. So I did open this up, and I did use that for the dinner. So I'm going to just freeze this other half for another recipe. Picked up a bag of corn that's going to be going with one of my recipes this week. And I didn't think I needed a big bag. I might be doing Instacart from BJ's, and I don't want to get too many big things if I'm not going to use them. Picked up some sausages just to have on hand for an extra breakfast. Picked up some golden yellow potatoes, and that will be for, part of it will be for the ham and cheese casserole with the potatoes, and the other half will be for some mashed potatoes, probably to go with the meatloaf. Then I picked up some, actually that's not Lidl's, we'll save that for a moment. Lidl's I picked up, I wish this was smell-o-vision. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see this deliciousness. See how soft? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So you can see the top of that. So half of it is gone. We ate the other half with dinner. And this is the rosemary olive oil bread. Sometimes when you go to Lidl's, you're just taking it out of the oven and it's steaming, and you get it in the bag and it's, ooh, ooh, your fingers are hot. Oh, it's so good. I also picked up just a cheap loaf of butter bread. This was, I think, $1.39. We needed some bread in the house. I picked up 2 containers of corn muffin mix. I don't make this too often, but got some ideas rolling around in my head, and I also thought with the beef stroganoff casserole that this might make a nice side. So I think I'm going to do that. 'Tis the season, maple Cheerios, and I will include some pictures at the end. They had pumpkin Cheerios and they had some other fun fall stuff, but the maple just sounded good to me. So we're going to give that a try. I also picked up 'Tis the Season Perfectly Pumpkin Premium Cake Mix. That just, I don't know, just look good. I don't know. It says limited edition, makes 24 cupcakes. It does not come with the icing. So I'll be making some homemade icing for that, but just thought I'd pick that up. And then I picked up, I have the recipe for the beef stroganoff casserole. Needs the crispy onions on top. And again with BJ's, if I do my Instacart from there, and yeah, I don't want a big giant bag. So this was, I think it was $1.99. I'm not even sure. But I got that. But also, I picked this one up. This said it would be great on salads and so on. Crispy jalapenos. I like jalapenos. My husband isn't really into it, and definitely not my son. So I thought because they're freeze-dried, I can just sprinkle a few on my salad, make it taste really extra special. And then I can always just store the other in a nice airtight container. A couple more things. I got butternut squash pasta sauce. I don't know. It sounded really good to me. I've gotten some stuff like this before from Trader Joe's, so I'm going to just see what that's like. So that, again, 'tis the season. Then I also picked up this one that said Autumn Harvest pasta sauce. So that might be kind of a fun, just to have one night, you know, just some salad and have some spaghetti one night, or penny pasta with that, or, you know, maybe a side dish. I don't know. So what else did we do? Okay, so then I went to Dollar General first and then went to Lidl's, but I reversed it in the order, but you don't even know that. So I picked up some vinegar at Dollar General. I use this in almost all of my wash cycles. It's a great fabric softener. Takes the smell out of things. It's a natural disinfectant. I just feel like the clothes are fresher when I use my vinegar, so I did that. Okay, plain old, you know, off-brand Tylenol. My husband has had a headache for the past couple days. He's not been sleeping well. I think he's on a change of med, a 5-week cycle for his epilepsy, and it's kind of making him, you know, a little off kilter. So I picked that up to have in the house. That's all he can have right now with the blood thinners he's on because of the blood clots that were related to the virus. So pick this up for me. Treat myself to a little touch up. All right, we have no snacks in our house. Usually we have, you know, a few tidbits here and there. There's nothing. So we had no coffee creamer and no snacks. Two major things, right? Some of you are going, what are you talking about? Well, we're a normal, everyday family, and we have snacks. So, you know, it is what it is. So my son loves these. I got the chocolate ones. And then they had limited edition strawberry cheesecake. So those are for the Gavin. And then my husband likes things like this, fudge stripes, or no, fudge sticks. So I got those. And then I got these. These are my husband and son like something like that. These are for me. These are the best. If you want a little, like 1 or 2 cookies to go with your coffee, you can buy them just in like a wafer. Almost looks like a graham cracker. And but these have the cream in them. These are for Mama. And then I had to do this just so you guys know that, like, I really, really look out for you. I had to sample every flavor to let you know whether it was worth getting or not. So this was for me. I had a craving this week for Swedish fish. I'm not really a big Swedish fish. I don't like gummy bears or anything, but, you know, once in a while you just want something, and it's the crush flavor. Let me just say, normally the yellow lollipop or the yellow juicy fruits, or not so good. The yellow is the best in here, but they're all really good, and they're mini, so they're really, 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 really tiny, but they're so good. So I did sample them. Okay, so I also picked up just some hamburger rolls. At the time I picked this up, I didn't know that I was going to Lidl's, and this was $2.25, which isn't too bad. My son likes to have pretty much every lunch a chicken sandwich. So hamburger buns, right? $2.25, not bad. Go to Lidl's. Hamburger buns, 39 cents. What? 39 cents. 39 cents. I wish I would have known that, but it is what it is. I needed them. And again, I went to Dollar General before I went to Lidl's, not knowing I was going. Picked up some paper towels. These are $2 a roll. I have a pet peeve about paper towels. I don't like when you pull one, like the toilet paper, and they go right off the roll. So same with toilet paper and paper towels. If you can squeeze the roll and it's pretty tight, pretty taut, you know you got a good roll. Even if it's an off-brand, cheap brand. See, this is tight. But if you squeeze the roll and it squeezes, they're going to come flying off. You're going to waste your money. Also picked up some Graham's biscuits, and with that I picked up 2 cans of sausage gravy. And you're gonna go, what? You make sausage gravy? I do, but I like the Jimmy Dean's sausage in the hot, not the regular, and it's very hard to find. I don't know why. All of a sudden I can't find it. And sometimes I don't want to get up in the morning when I've worked all week, even on my day off, and have to slave over a hot stove, ladies. I don't want to do that. So this is just as easy. We use this kind of stuff where I work. When we serve breakfast, we have a conference center. I work at a conference center, and we serve breakfast. And it's great. It's good. So I'm taking the easy way out. Pop these out of a can. Pop this out of a can. We're going to have a nice breakfast. I picked up some SpaghettiOs. I picked up 2 cans with the meatballs and 2 cans just the plain. I grew up on SpaghettiOs, and you put a little salt and pepper on it, and then we would put Parmesan cheese. Oh, that was a treat. And I don't know, the fall is coming, at least in New Jersey. We had the last 2 days were cooler weather, and it just gets you in that mood. And I don't know, SpaghettiOs to me just sounds like fall. You can probably hear it in my throat. Fall is coming, and my allergies are coming back. My eyes are itching, and my throat is scratchy. Again, 'tis the season. So when I was there, again, not knowing I was going to Lidl's, I picked up Italian cream. I don't remember if this was good or not, or what we thought, but it's an extra to have. Picked up French onion dip, not for chips. It's for a recipe that I want to try out. I don't know what I think yet, using this in a recipe, but we're going to find out. I picked up 2 packages of these burritos. My son loves these burritos. They're cheaper at Dollar General, so I got 2 packages of those. Picked up some dry dog food. I usually have this shipped when I do my Walmart.com, but I'm not doing one this month. I don't need that much, so just picked it up there. Then what else didn't I show you here? Let's see. I picked up this Lysol sanitizer. So I have a lot of homemade laundry detergent still, and just I've got enough laundry detergent, but my sometimes the guys in my life, their laundry is just a little bit more fragrant than mine, let's just say. And the laundry detergent, even the vinegar, doesn't always cut it. But I found that using this, and I only use half a capful, and this lasts a very long time. It really, I like it because it disinfects, and I also like the fact that the laundry smells fresh, but it's not overpowering. And so I just got that as an extra. Then I picked up, how many of you love this stuff? Love it. Absolutely. It does the greatest job on the dishes. It does a great job on my glass top stove. It does a great job in the microwave. Somebody actually recommended it to use it in the shower. And we have hard water, and our shower is actually in our upstairs bedroom. The stall is almost like an orange tint because of the high iron content. Somebody recommended trying this, so we're going to do that. The last thing that I have is self-rising flour. Pick that up. This was $1.15 at Dollar General. And on the back it has basic biscuit recipe. So it has one recipe. That's about it. But self-rising flour for my 2-ingredient biscuit. And I think that's it, guys. So thanks for coming along for my this and that and bits and bobs of a grocery haul. I will be doing, like I said, an Instacart grocery haul probably this week, and then plan out the next couple of weeks, probably the next 2 to 3 weeks of menus, and trying to get myself a little bit more organized with menu planning. I was so glad when I mentioned to you that I'm not good at menu planning. So many of you basically raised your hand and said, me neither. I'm trying. I'm really trying, but ooh, I struggle with that. I really admire people when I see them and they have it together. So, but right now my job is full-time working, taking my son to youth group, driving my husband around where he needs to go. Now definitely full-time taking care of my mama while my dad has now passed and she needs, you know, a little extra TLC. She doesn't drive. I need to take her around. And so life is a little different right now, and that's okay. So when I can do these shortcuts of 2-ingredient biscuits or hamburger helper or, you know, stuff out of a can, I'm going to take it. But I do have some up and coming recipes for you that I'll be sharing. I've got some other videos coming. So thanks for bearing with me while I had to take a little bit of a hiatus just to get through the last couple of weeks of life, and I will be bringing those videos to you. I just want to thank you for coming over. I have some new subscribers. Hello to all of my new people. Thanks for coming on board and being part of the community. And for all of you that have been with me for a long time now, I just want to thank you for being part of my community, part of my life. I'm so glad I'm part of your life. Leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you all. And I think I'm behind 2 or 3 days of comments. So I got to get on that. I'm trying to get back into the groove of, you know, getting into life again. And I'll be commenting back. And I think I have a couple emails from some of you. I need to respond to that. Thank you, so many of you. I have been inundated with sympathy cards, and I so appreciate that. I did a video on Does It Matter? If you didn't catch that, watch that video. It matters. It matters that you send a card. It matters that you do a good deed. It just matters. Thank you so much for coming over today and inviting me into your home. I appreciate that so much, and we'll catch you all on the next video.